The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry here for Robinson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more... Now, quick hit, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. Real quick, ready?
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got his man downfield, it's Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. A strong running. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Bijan Robinson. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Purdy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. When you look at this defense, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. Back to Robinson now on first down. Runs over, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2nd down and a yard. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hey, middle.
A give to Robinson on the option. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Robinson. And this time he is in. Yes. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So they'll accept. And that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Real quick.
They'll start with the option. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Ravens. Hey. Yo. Hey, middle. You.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Let's go.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Purdy now on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Takes it to about the 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
A second down throw for Purdy. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good. Dolphins, first down. Now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll run. Achane. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Alert! Alert! Unlock line! Unlock line!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Flush to his right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Tucker's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to go.
From the 20, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Hawk 7, Hawk 19, Hawk 19. 18 ready, go.
Back to throw, Purdy. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second and goal, here's the option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's still barreling through. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Reload. Go street. Hustle.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. With a disadvantage, this defense knew that passing. They stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it. They'll start by running the option to the right.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a Miami Dolphin.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this throw will be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Ready.
They'll run with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Blaster, six.
Brings up second and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Yellow. Hurry, hurry.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At their 49-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking deep here for Flowers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my Part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. That's me. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna look me at the tell her it's not that. For the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my Part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set pace. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT